This is my Cold Steel Black Bear Classic. I've had this knife for about 3 years. I love it. They call it a fighter. It's not really a survival knife. Steel's pretty thin. It doesn't have any way to strap it to a stick to make a spear. It's mostly just a very ergonomic, very maneuverable fighting knife. I love this knife. This is actually the older model. It has an AUS 8 steel blade, which is not the way they make them anymore. Nowadays they make them with the VG1 steel. That's pretty good steel. These knives, I guess they go for about $200, give or take. They're swearing that they retail considerably higher at the $300 marker, but you usually find them for about 200 bucks. It has a sub hilt as well as a regular hilt. I personally love the concept of a sub hilt. Nobody will pull a knife from your hand if it has a sub hilt. So you can see how the finger wraps right up in there. That I just love the feel of that. You just feel like you got the knife. It is double-sided, edge on both sides. The blade's about 8 1/4 inches long, and the overall length is around 13 1/2 inches long. The handle material is micarta. You can see that it is pinned in place to retain the handles. It is a full tang knife. The lanyard hole, you could put 550 paracord through there, strap it, make sure it never comes out of your hand, but I personally believe it's unlikely to come out of your hand anyway, especially with the sub hilt. I just love a sub hilt. You're going to hear me probably mention it 3 or 4 more times. I love the maneuverability of this knife. This knife is incredible for just handling, dealing with just things that you wind up needing a knife for. I personally skinned at least 3 deer with it. Got in and skinned 3 deer with it just because it happened to be what was on me. I like carrying it, which is why it was on me. I have never resharpened it. We'll see if it's retained the edge through going after 3 whitetail deer. It is still sharp enough to be useful, though not as sharp as it once was. Let's see if we can't. Try the other side. I like to use the other side when it gets closer to bones and stuff. It's probably not retained as sharp, but that helps me keep one side incredibly sharp while the other side is only mildly sharp. But when you're doing less delicate work, you're going to sacrifice edge retention. It came with a Kydex sheath with belt loop hook. This is the second measure of retention. It is a fitted sheath, so it does have stress retention holding the knife. I put 550 paracord to it. That way I can put it around my leg with a cord tightener. I hate things that flap against me. Everything in my gear that gets strapped to my leg has something that holds it, the bottom of it, flush against my leg. The sheath is actually a pretty good sheath. It's a very good sheath for just a factory sheath. I like it a bunch. It's simple. It doesn't let down. It is exactly what it looks like. Just a sheath. Holds the knife in there pretty firm. But they make this knife, in my personal opinion, this is the most desirable knife that Cold Steel makes for me personally, though I do like other Cold Steel knives. It is just a great knife all in all. You can see the Cold Steel Black Bear Classic AUS 8 stainless steel, made in Japan. Now, as everybody knows who knows anything about Cold Steel knows that you really want their Japanese made stuff. You don't want their their Taiwan is good, and the other country, their China stuff is alright, but Cold Steel's best stuff comes from Japan, in my opinion. And I think that's going to probably be just around the general assessment. So, I just wanted to show y'all my knife today. This knife today. I'm doing a bunch of knife reviews lately. This is not going to be a chopper. This will not be my chopping comparison video. I use it more as like a hunting knife. I may, if you see me have to process a deer this year, I might end up using it, or one of the other dozens of knives I've got. But thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you like knife reviews, gun reviews, and all of that equipment in use. I'm going to take videos of me and my buddies hunting, and we'll just see what happens. Thank you. This is Murr signing off. Please subscribe. Feel free to leave comments. Thank you a bunch. Goodbye.